friendship that'll never ever end.
Run!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Reaction video for 139. Day in the neighborhood. My brothers and sisters, we got a quick video to check out today, y'all. It's only 10 minutes and 30 seconds long. But it popped up on my recommended, and the title of it, when I seen it, I was just like, man, this is just ridiculous on so many different levels. And then we ain't been to this channel in a long time anyway, man. So I'm like, yeah, me and my brothers and sisters, we're gonna check this one out. And that channel that I'm talking about is Viral Crimes. Viral Crimes, y'all. And check the title of the video out now. Brother strangles sister in front of their mother during argument. The Alexis Atkins story. Like I said, man, on so many different levels, this is just crazy, man. First of all, just strangling anybody, you know what I'm saying? Strangling somebody to death, period, is just freaking crazy. Second of all, it's your sister, bro. Really, bro? It's your freaking sister. And third of all, you did it in front of your mama. Her mama. That is just crazy, man. So I just want to check it out, man. Get the full details of what actually happened. And we gonna just do it like that. But before we do it like that, my brothers and sisters, y'all know what y'all got to do. Get whatever you may need. Get what you need, please. We back to Viral Crimes. Once again, y'all got what y'all need? Y'all ready to go? Then let's go.
This is the story of 19-year-old Alexis Watkins, a loving daughter and devoted mother to her son. Sadly, during a devastating family dispute, Alexis stepped in to protect her mom from her 16-year-old brother. Shockingly, in front of their mom and 13-year-old brother, he placed Alexis in a 15-minute chokehold that brutally ended her life. How could this happen, and what would make a family dispute escalate to murder? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories.
Another thing real quick, y'all, that we didn't even know just from the title, she was a mother. That make it even worse. You did this to a mother that was the mother of your niece or nephew. I don't know which one the gender of the child was. I forgot that quick. But you get what I'm saying, man. That's like, it's so many layers of just effed upness when it comes to this, man. Let's go.
This story takes us to Macon, Georgia. Macon, nestled in the heart of the state, is a charming city steeped in southern hospitality and rich history. Macon exudes southern charm with its historic architecture and vibrant cultural scene. However, beneath its picturesque facade lies a tale of tragedy that shook the community to its core. Alexis Brianna Atkins, a 19-year-old resident of Macon, Georgia, shared her home with her family, including her 16-year-old brother Kevon Watkins, her mother Latoya Watkins, her 13-year-old brother, and her beloved son. Alexis shared a strong bond with her mother, and she respected her mom for all the wisdom she passed on throughout her life. She shared a post on her social media account to celebrate her mother on her birthday. "Stop what you're doing and wish my mama a happy birthday. I can't count how many times I've rolled my eyes at the things you've told me about life, just to find out they're all true, and I can't even thank you enough for making me the woman I am, well becoming. So thank you for everything, Granny Panties." Cameron calls her that, laughing out loud. "I love you. I really do, and enjoy your day, beautiful." Alexis was full of life and energy. Known for her outgoing personality and zest for life. In a relationship with her high school sweetheart, Alexis openly expressed her affection through countless photos and videos, showcasing their love to the world.
Yeah, look who here.
The two would later get engaged. Alexis would become pregnant with her first child.
Nah, I ain't got my epidural yet. I'm waiting. Cause my pains really ain't that bad. So I'm waiting. Okay. I'll be back, y'all. I gotta get asked some questions.
This is so freaking sad in hindsight, man. I'm about to start freaking crying, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, man. Just seeing her being so happy to be having her first child. And then what end up happening to her, once you know what end up happening to her, is like, she did this. You know how you can look at someone and just like get that feeling that they are full of life, like they just really enjoy life. From the little video clips that we seen of her and her pictures, like I feel like this lady, this young, beautiful lady, really was enjoying life, man, and was enjoying the fact that she was bringing another life into this world. And you just look and just think back to and what really happened to her. Man, that shit got a little tear coming, y'all. That's effed up, man.
She would give birth to a baby boy named Cameron. She poured her heart and soul into being the best mother she could be, cherishing every moment and milestone with him.
Hey. Say hey. Say hey.
No, you don't, Opie. Wasn't dead. Out there you had it plugged into was dead. So I
Together with her high school sweetheart, they formed a tight-knit and loving family, and Alexis eagerly anticipated the joys that each new stage of motherhood would bring. Sadly, Alexis's life would take a devastating turn on February 2, 2018. On this day, Alexis's 16-year-old little brother, Kevon Watkins, returned home from school and wanted to play his Xbox. He was angry when his game system appeared to be too slow. Attributing the problem to too many users on the Wi-Fi network, he decided to change the family's Wi-Fi password so no one else could use it. This seemingly minor decision ignited a series of events that would end in unimaginable tragedy. Kevon,
motherfucker, you ain't the one paying for this Wi-Fi, and then you got the audacity to change the password so can't nobody else use it in the house? Man, the nerve of some of these kids out here, man. Like, come on, bro. And that's something that I'm not gonna condemn him too much for that if I just keep it real, man. Cause you know how we was as kids, man. We was all kids before, but I'm an adult now, and I'm thinking about if I'm the freaking parent. That's what I'll be telling him. You ain't pay for that goddamn Wi-Fi. No, you don't have the right to just freaking change the password whenever you feel like it. Anyway, man, I'm trying to make a little light of the story, y'all. Let's go.
His 13-year-old brother realized what he had done and went to go tell their mother. After learning of what Kevon had done, his mother unplugged the internet router and went to remove his Xbox from his room, which made him even more angry. Kevon, now extremely upset, confronted his mother trying to fight her. He pushed her away and said, "I don't want to hit you." As tensions flared, Alexis bravely stepped in, fearing for her mother's safety, as Kevon's anger escalated. Alexis grabbed Kevon in a bear hug and told him to chill out and to stop trying to fight with their mother. The conflict between Kevon and Alexis intensified, eventually leading to a physical altercation that spilled onto the ground. What followed was a horrifying turn of events. Kevon, in a fit of rage, subjected his sister to a prolonged chokehold, lasting an agonizing 15 minutes. The mother and the 13-year-old brother tried to separate the two, but Kevon threatened to harm his mother, so she ran to call 911. As she waited for police to arrive, Kevon continued to hold his sister tightly around her neck. When authorities arrived, Kevon still had a tight grip around his sister's neck. At this point she was unconscious, and her body was limp, but Kevon still wouldn't let go. Kevon's little brother had also called 911 on him, calling Kevon crazy. When he called, he said the following: "My brother is trying to hit my mother." The dispatcher asked, "Is he on medication?" And the 13-year-old said, "No. He's just crazy. He put her in a chokehold, threatening to beat my mom trying to get him off my sister." Despite their mother's pleas and the arrival of law enforcement, Kevon refused to release his grip until ordered to do so by the deputies. Tragically, it was too late. After a 15-minute-long chokehold, deputies could not resuscitate her. Alexis was rushed to a hospital, where they were able to resuscitate her and admitted her to the intensive care unit. She was diagnosed with cardiorespiratory failure and anoxic brain injury, a condition resulting from a lack of oxygen to the brain. Despite efforts, Alexa suffered another cardiac arrest, leading to irreversible brain damage and failure of multiple organs. Tragically, she passed away the following day. The medical examiner—
That is so sad, man. This is just so effed up. It's so sad because you know he had the intent to kill her. To be holding her in that chokehold for all those freaking minutes, 15 plus minutes, you not letting go of her neck, her throat. What else do you think gonna happen to her? You think she gonna survive that? You can clearly feel while you holding her, so to speak, the life leaving her body. Like you can feel her just going limp and just not even fighting you no more. So why are you still freaking holding her neck, dude? I hope he get life in prison, y'all. That's all I can say.
Concluded that Alexis's cause of death was anoxic brain injury, resulting from asphyxiation and the subsequent deprivation of oxygen to her brain. From the extensive damage to her organs, they determined that she was without oxygen for about 15 minutes. Authorities immediately arrested Kevon, and he was charged with the murder of his sister. Kevon waived his right to a jury trial and opted for a bench trial, believing that he would have a better chance if the judge heard the case and decided his fate instead of the jury. The trial, lasting 2 grueling days, offered a glimpse into the harrowing events that unfolded that fateful day. Testimonies painted a grim picture of a family torn apart by senseless violence and irreparable loss. Testimony from a deputy described how he found the teen choking his sister when he arrived on the scene. Kevon's attorneys wanted involuntary manslaughter, stating that Kevon was holding Alexis in self-defense because she hit him first and he didn't let go out of fear she would harm him. The mother—
Bullshit. That whole statement that his defense attorney gave was just straight bullshit, man. That's why you was holding her, because you thought she was going to attack you, when in actuality, I'm pretty sure you knew she had been passed out a long time ago. Get the hell out of here.
Also testified that Alexis hit her brother first, but throughout the trial, it became evident that Kevon's actions constituted felony murder, as he knowingly engaged in a violent act that resulted in his sister's death. The judge found him guilty on felony murder because his 13-year-old brother tried to get him to stop choking his sister, but he refused. Despite his youth at the time of the crime, the severity of his actions resulted in him receiving a life sentence without the possibility of parole.
A Macon teen is sentenced to life in prison for choking his sister to death during a fight over a Wi-Fi password.
According to evidence in the case, in February of 2018, a then 16-year-old Kevon Watkins was arguing with his mom because he changed the Wi-Fi password to play video games. His sister Alexis stepped in and then started fighting.
According to testimony in the case, Kevon placed his sister in a chokehold for about 15 minutes. Deputies say she was still in the chokehold when they arrived on scene. Alexis died in the hospital later that night.
The judge—
Now, it ain't many times that I say the government, the judicial system, whatever, get it right. But this time I can honestly say they got it right, y'all. And y'all know me, I really don't agree with, for the most part, kids getting a life sentence for murder. But in this case, he's 16 years old. Yes, he is technically still a child, but at that age, man, you know what you was doing, dude. Choking your sister, strangling her to death for over 15 minutes, got her where she can't even freaking breathe in front of her mama and her brother. Like, that shit just murder, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Now, some of y'all might disagree with me on that, but I feel like they got it right this time. Life in prison without parole. I agree with that.
Acknowledged that during the time Kevon had his sister in a chokehold, she must have stopped moving, but apparently the defendant didn't notice because he was still angry. As the court delivered its verdict, District Attorney David Cook expressed hope that justice would bring some semblance of closure to Alexis's loved ones. However, no sentence could ever fully heal the wounds left behind by such a devastating loss. As the sentence echoed through the courtroom, Kevon Watkins cried alongside his family seated on the benches. Before being escorted away, Kevon was offered a chance to speak, but amid his tears, he only spoke the words, "I'm sorry." During the investigation, Kevon Watkins disclosed that he and his sister fought almost daily. The judge expressed regret before delivering the sentence, acknowledging that the adults in Kevon's life had failed him by not instilling discipline or teaching him how to manage his anger. In this household, disorder was allowed to flourish, Colvin stated. In this household, the ability to ignore and follow corrective discipline was empowered. Judge Colvin also said that Kevon's case was a horrible example of what excessive and obsessive gaming can do to a person. She said that Kevon's addiction to his game and his disregard for his family's needs led to the tragedy. She urged him to use his time in prison to get help and to educate others about the dangers of gaming addiction. What happened to Alexis should have never happened. She was just trying to defend her mother from her brother's rage, and sadly, that rage cost her her life, and now a precious 3-year-old little boy is without a mother. An argument over a video game should never end in murder. My condolences to Alexis's friends and loved ones. Her memory lives on as a reminder of the preciousness of life and the tragic consequences of unchecked anger and violence within families. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Man, y'all, Alexis just seemed like she was just full of so much life, man. Like, y'all know what I'm saying, man. We watch videos over here with certain victims in some of these stores where you can just feel the energy coming off them just by looking at them on the screen. And that ain't not even just victims. Maybe I misspoke with that. I'm just saying people in general, man. People that we watch every day on TV and stuff. You can tell the ones that just got a love for life more than other people, man. And she really looked like she enjoyed life, and she also looked like she enjoyed her and loved the hell out of her son, man. Like she was so happy to bring that child into her life, you know what I'm saying? Like it turned her life up even more. It is just so freaking sad for her to lose it like that, man. They ain't started to come down, my brothers and sisters, but boy, they started to come up in the little corners of my eyes. Them wet drops started to form. I ain't gonna lie, man. This was just like, bro, man. And then and I'm not trying to make no excuses or put no sympathy on her brother who did this, but I really do think like he regretted it. And he was just mad at that time. If he had to do it all over again, I honestly feel like he wouldn't do it again. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, it is some people out here who commit murder and they just be so mad. It's just like vile crimes ain't really like, and this go for a lot of these, you know, YouTube content creators we be watching this stuff. When they say they got into an argument, they ain't really giving the full details of the argument. But if y'all know some arguments that y'all have seen with y'all siblings or whoever, man, you know, it get hot, it get heated, it get some words thrown out there and stuff said and type of threats and just all type of ish, man. Like, so I'm pretty sure whatever that argument got to a freaking high point. It got real heated up in that house, and he was mad as elf, and he ended up doing something that he regretted. It's a lot of us out here, my brothers and sisters, even me included. And like I said, I'm not trying to make no excuse for him, but even me included, man, have got mad as elf about something and then did something that you regret. Now, I ain't never killed nobody, nothing like that, man, or harm nobody, but it has been some stuff, man, that we have done while we mad that we regret. And like I said, I'm gonna say it one more time, there was no excuse for it. But I just truly believe that's just a situation that got out of hand real quick. And you can't get mad at his mama, because I was like being his daddy. Like, if that was my son, you think you gonna just change the password to the whole Wi-Fi in the house like you paying for this bill? Like you paying charter every goddamn month? Shit, I just paid my charter bill yesterday. For real, man. So, man, I just get it. I just feel like it got out of hand, and a beautiful young lady, Alexis Atkins, lost her life way too soon. But I'm glad he got life in prison without parole. But I digress. Gonna let y'all go now, my brothers and sisters, man. Great video from Vile Crimes as always. Y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button, your comment, and subscribe if you ain't did that yet. Because I'll be back tomorrow for another That Chapter Wednesday. But until then, my friends, remember this. Love, peace, and happiness. Stay safe. Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah.